marination breaks down the fibers of the meat. Of course, how you cut it afterwards is another thing. So when you look at this meat here, this meat, you can see in this meat we have the grain going this way, right here, just like that. We have grain going in there. And what we're going to do is cut against the grain later, the long way it just happens to be when we get tomorrow in the grilling. I can't wait myself. All right, so we start with a couple of tablespoons of the soy sauce, 2-3 tablespoons, and then I want to get some olive oil in there, about a good tablespoon or 2 if you like olive oil. I like things marinated really well, then they come up really well. And then I think what we're going to do is give it a tablespoon of mayo, like this. We'll just go in right in there with a good tablespoon of mayo, okay?
Of mayo? That was ketchup.
Oh, I'm sorry, ketchup. You're right, Anthony. Chef Pete's lost it already, and it isn't even noon here on Pacific time, daylight time. Okay, so then what else we're going to do is give it a good teaspoonful of salt, because I use reduced soy here. You can use full and just reduce your salt. And about half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay? And then I want some oregano in here too. A good, we like oregano, so a half teaspoon to a teaspoon. I'm going to give it there. Okay? And then also I need to get some garlic in here. So I have, keep it looking over there, I have some freeze-dried garlic I'm going to use for this today. And we're going to give it a good teaspoon of freeze-dried garlic, because it is going to melt inside. It's like using regular garlic, except it's freeze-dried, okay? All right, so there we have it. Now what we're going to do here is give this a good mix-up like this with all of our flavors and our salt and our oregano and our olive oil and our soy sauce and all of this good stuff here, right? Okay? And the ketchup, don't forget the ketchup, not mayo, I put ketchup, right? And so there we go, we got that in there. All right, and so what we're gonna do is set that aside for a minute. And then I'm gonna come over here with our flank steak, which is gonna be our London broil. So here we have our flank steak, and what we're going to do with this is I want to score this thing on the top like this, and I'm going to make a diamond shape. I'm just cutting through enough to where we can get, then I turn it this way, and we come this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So then you get this kind of a shape. You see how if I do that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys see it? Okay.
Nice.
Now I'm going to flip him over, and we're going to go on the opposite side. We're going to do the same thing. Going to come this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Turn it this way, and then come this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So you're going to get it like the same kind of diamond shape, okay? All right, and if you see any of this on here, just kind of cut it off. This is where they seam it out of the animal, and I'm just taking that off because that looks like it needs to be removed. All right.
Thanks for watching, you guys, who's ever on.
Yeah, hi to everybody. I hope you're all doing good wherever you live. Summertime is here. Okay, so here we go. We've got our meat scored on both sides. And so now what we're going to do is take our marinade and we're going to go right over the top of this.
Ooh, that looks delish.
Look at that, right in there, just like that, with all of those good things. And we're going to kind of get the meat so that it's going to be down in there, just like that. See how it's in, everybody? And we're going to put this in the fridge and turn it, every 2 or 3 hours. We'll cover it up like this. Cover the lid. You can put it in a Ziploc bag if you like. Do it the same way. Just remember you got to come in and rotate it around every 2 or 3 hours. And we're going to let it go overnight. At least overnight to get the marinade in there and break down the tissues of the meat so that we have a nice tender cut of meat that is not so tender unless you do this to it, okay? There's all kinds of ways to marinate this. You could use lemon juice. You could use lemon juice, garlic, oregano, olive oil, right? You could do that. I did it with soy sauce today. And you see how I do this? I just kind of move it around like that. We'll take it out every so often in the fridge and flip him over and give it that. So there we have it. This is Pete. Remember to boom, bang, bong, and do this, and take your little spatulas out, take your drums out, take your hearts out, and cook for everybody. Because remember, cook, eating, enjoying is what I'm trying to do for everybody. If you don't enjoy it, you love your families, but enjoy what you're doing. You don't have to be exact. You can adjust the tastes to your own taste. More salt, more less pepper, less salt, however you want it. Less oregano, more oregano. Everybody do it your own way. Remember, we love you all here. Watch the shorts, watch the longs, and go to what? The playlist. I put all of our recipes together on playlists, and today I'm coming to you live, and we'll come to you live more as we move forward into the summertime and we do different things. So thank you all.
Well, what about the tenderizer? Do you ever use the pounder with that meat?
Well, this lends well to scoring the meat, Anthony, okay? Not pounding it out, okay? We're not pounding out a chicken breast or a pork, a slice of pork to make, so we can make cutlets, okay? Where it lends well to score it on both sides, so the marinade goes into there and gets in there, and then we cook it or broil it or barbecue it, or do it, grill it on top of the stove, whatever you like. And there
so you cut the fibers.
Yes,
so
I'm cutting the fibers so it goes, the juice goes in. As you can see here, the juice is going into the meat. And the longer you do this, the better, more tender it will be. Okay? So there we have it. I want to thank you all. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have a question, let me know. I'll answer you back. Peter Carpizzo's out! I sneezed, everybody. God bless everyone.